Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. Season 8 postseason finally underway here. Tonight, we're going to start off with game number 1 between two teams that don't like each other very much. The Michigan Mallards and the Phoenix Firebirds. These two teams have faced each other quite often in the postseason, with, of course, Michigan really being on the wrong side of this budding rivalry. So far, so good here. First inning, 1 out. Dom Taylor goes the other way, and he's actually going to stroll in with a double. Nice job there by Dom Taylor. So now it's going to be up to the hard-hitting first baseman, Dalton Jett, hitting .303 this season with an .862 OPS, 31 home runs. Can he drive another run in? He will do just that. Good break on the contact from Dom Taylor at second. Love that. Michigan's up early 1-0 against a tough pitcher in Nato Montoya. But they got to keep it rolling here because we know that pitching staff, that bullpen, all the pitching for Phoenix is really, really good. So even if you get 1 run on them, that might not be enough, especially considering this Phoenix offense. Chuck Storm in the 6th hole goes the other way. You got runners at second and first. Right-handed hitter dangerous against left-handed pitching. Julian Quevedo does draw a walk. So bases loaded for Michael Ruth. That is a line drive past the right fielder. Puckett is going all the way to the corner of the wall. A little cutout there. That's going to score a couple runs. In fact, it's going to get 3. Unless Michigan can find a way to get that offense moving, I think Phoenix might end up winning this game already with a 3-1 lead in the second inning, which is a crazy thing to say. But we'll see how it all plays out here. We got a base hit from Vladimir Drago. Runners on the corners. Kevin Balladares. He also loves hitting against left-handed pitching. Little fly ball up there to left field. That will score another run. It is a 4 spot in the second inning for Phoenix. Wade Russell, I don't know. It's a tough go here for him. You could have gone in a couple different directions. You could have gone Bellamy Bloodworth. You could have gone John Choi, but they decided to go with Wade Russell. And I don't know. I don't know if that's going to pan out. It's 6-1. Vladimir Drago, his first home run of the postseason, of course, first game, but 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Montoya looks like he's found his groove. He's going to strike out his man here. 0-2 pitch now in the bottom of the 5th. He's going to get Dalton Jett to go down swinging. Still holding on to that 6-1 lead. Giving up 5 hits, but Michigan has not been able to cash in when it's mattered the most. So as we jump now to the top of the 7th, our favorite GGBL player, our CPU favorite player, Kevin Stoitz, going the other way, and just as luck would have it, it's not a ground rule double. It's not going to save Michigan from the extra runs. If that had gone over the wall, that would have saved them maybe a run. Instead, it's 8-1. Jump to the top of the 9th. That's a base hit. Going to fall right in front of Puckett. Throw home. Definitely not going to be in time. Another run's going to score. Make it 9-1 Phoenix in the opening game. Not good. But I have to show you guys where Michigan gets the rest of their runs. Base hit here from Mario Mazza, but that's going to be all that they get. 9-2 will be your final score as we get Dalton Jett, the switch hitting first baseman, to line out to Michael Ruth in right field. And that's it. Montoya gets a win. Phoenix dominated this matchup in years past. Looks like they might be dominating yet again. Another bid at a Gold Series. This would be number 3 if they can make it all the way. But, hey, crazier things have happened. They still got to win this matchup. They got a long way to go. They got to beat somebody in the divisional. They got to beat somebody in the championship. It's a tough test, tough task. All right, let's head out now to the National League side of things. We've got the Vancouver Mighty Beavers making their first postseason appearance in our video series. They're going up against a very tough pitcher, Torey Roby. GGBL standards, 4.05 ERA is pretty darn good, and a 3.53 ERA from Cody Finney is even better. He's not going to strike out a bunch of guys, but this is more of the crafty left-hander, the crafty veteran left-hander is Cody Finney. But in the first inning, Henry Castilla, solo shot, 434. Finney's going to try to settle it down here. Castilla in the bottom of the 3rd. He's got his number. He's got Finney's number. Base hit all the way to Big Blue. That'll score another run. He's in with a double. RBI double and a home run. Top of the 4th we go. 0-2 pitch to Buddy Kidd. Good power hitter. Mighty Beavers trying to get their first playoff victory in this entire video series. They haven't made the playoffs. They got a chance right here to get some runs up on the board. They can't do it. Tori Roby shatters that bat. Good for some firewood. And we're out of the 4th inning. Let's jump now to the top of the 5th. We got a 2-2 pitch to Chucky Pinkard. He's going down the line for a base hit. RBI double for Pinkard. This might prove to be one of those really, really super valuable adds for the Mighty Beavers in this playoff chase. Crosley Katz here in this same 5th inning draws a walk. This is now 24 total pitches for Roby in this inning. 1-2 pitch here to Duckworth. He's going the other way. Hard hit baseball. That's a base knock. Are they going to test the arm? They will. David Gonzalez does not have a very super strong arm out there. Might as well test it. Might as well test it. How about this? Yoshio vying for a 3-run shot. Just going to get off the top of the wall. Not going to have enough lift on it, but he'll settle for that. Vancouver will take the lead. 3-2. Same inning. Ground ball up the middle. Buddy Kidd comes through with a base hit. 4-2. Mighty Beavers. They got a 4 spot here in the 5th inning. And that is going to signal the end for Tori Roby. Pitched pretty well, all things considered. Now it's going to be up to Carolina's offense. Can they come through? Can they fight back a little bit here? They had runners on base, but Finney, being the savvy veteran that he is able to get out of it. Remember this guy? Stephen Goldie? This dude's 36 years old. I remember him. He used to pitch for San Francisco. He's one of those guys that never really could figure it out, but now he's in a relief role for the Mighty Beavs. He's able to come through and get a strikeout there to end that inning. Now we're going to jump all the way to the 9th inning. Again, we can't see anybody behind the big blue wall. Gonzalez leads things off with an 0-1 changeup, taking it back up the middle. Line drive. That's a good start. Tying run is at the plate. Darius Wilson. Oh, right over the second baseman, Duckworth. Gonzalez will head from 1st to 3rd. He's going to get in there safely. Runners on the corners. The closer trying to shut this thing down for the Mighty Beavers. They're going to get Danny Riddle to strike out. Full count here to Jim Wilga. Back to the pitcher. Over to 2nd. Over to 1st. Got the double play. The Mighty Beavers have done it. Get to the postseason. Punch their ticket for the first time in this series. And the first time that they made it, they get a W. There you go. They're 1-0 in postseason play. How about that? Cody Finney. 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 earned. It's pretty darn good showing, GGBL standards-wise. You know, there's a lot of offense in our league. And he did an amazing job to shut down that Carolina offense. So the Mighty Beavers up 1-0. All they got to do is get one more win, and they punch their ticket to the divisional series to take on Atlanta or Kansas City. Let's jump into this matchup now. We got an AL East divisional matchup here for the wild card round. Robert Hardesty, lefty on lefty. Chris Peterson, we know this about him. Sometimes he just has these mental hiccups. I don't know what it is. He's a very dominant pitcher, but there's times that he can be had. I almost liken him to Clayton Kershaw. Old Clayton Kershaw, when he used to never get it done in the postseason. This has kind of been the thing with Chris Peterson. However, as we jump now to the 2nd, we've got an amazing job here being done by Hal Richards III. Unfortunately, we can't see any of his statistics when we got to that 1st inning, but that's all right. All we need to know is he's a very good pitcher. He's got some good defense behind him there at 3rd, making a nice play. Bottom 3rd with 2 outs. Salvatore, ground ball here to 2nd. Nice play over there to 1st. End of the 3rd inning. A lot of strikeouts there for Richards III. And, of course, now in the top of the 5th, now we're starting to see the Chris Peterson that we know and love, right? He's starting to come back into form here. Top of the 5th, got a strikeout, ground ball. Jethro Douglas Jr. grounding out to 1st. And we're through the top of the 5th. How about Jake Taylor? Striking out looking. Hal Richards III. Looking darn good, guys. Looking darn good. Can we get him to a quality start? We'll see. Chris Peterson's got a quality start. Only the 1 blemish, the 1 home run given up. Bottom 6th, 2-2. Striking out Dalton Whitaker. And again, Richards III shuts Washington down. Let's jump now to the top of the 7th. Line drive right at Whitaker at shortstop. That's got to sting because Pearson put a good swing on it. They had a runner in scoring position. Could have opened this game up just a little bit, but unfortunately, no dice. So the 7th inning, Richards III pitches through that. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. He's still out there, but against Javon Brown, he goes yard. Oh no! One batter too many. Manager's going to have a lot of explaining to do, leaving him in for that long. So after that home run, that's going to do it for Hal. He's gone. And maybe this is why. Maybe the bullpen is very, very thin. Look at who they choose to go with in a high leverage spot. We're in the bottom of the 8th, guys. You need to get batters out. Sebastian Salvatore, first pitch swinging, base hit. First pitch swinging now for Douglas Pringle. Swung on and missed. But they might have gotten crossed up. Curveball that Buck Pearson can't handle. That's going to get Salvatore to second. Next pitch, swinging. Douglas Pringle goes all the way to the wall. That will definitely score Salvatore. It's 2-1 Swamp Monsters. So the game plan has been simple. Against this guy, Matt Comstock, you got to be swinging the bat, swinging the stick. Dalton Whitaker goes yard. 4-1 Swamp Monsters. This game's been blown wide open. And maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you wanted Richards III to stay in as long as possible. They don't believe in their bullpen, and that's not a good situation to be in against this Swamp Monsters team. If this game is any indication for how the rest of the series is going to play out, I mean, Washington's one game away from winning this thing. I kind of like Washington. I don't know if Pittsburgh's got enough. They only scored 1 run against the Swamp Monsters pitching staff. So, bullpen and Chris Peterson included. Everybody, 1 run. That's not enough. Not enough. Especially when you don't trust your bullpen. Yeah, we know we got a 1-run lead, but we don't really trust you, so we're going to leave our starter in to throw like 120 pitches. Winning strategy, Pittsburgh, winning strategy. All right, next matchup. Here we go. Atlanta and Kansas City. This should play to be a very good series. I really like both these teams. I love the talent that both of them have. Love this pitching matchup between Saples and Strizak. However, it looks like Andino has got the lefties' number right now. 347 on the distance. It is 1-0. We're going to jump now to the top of the 4th inning as Clifford Durham goes deep. That baby's gone. We got a tie ball game. 1-1. Atlanta KC. Right down Broadway. You can't do that to Clifford Durham. He will make you pay. We've seen him do that for San Antonio. We've seen him do that for the Good Boys. And we've seen him do that here for Atlanta. Hans Brolo goes deep off of Strizak. Again, righty-lefty matchups here for Kansas City. That's a 2-run shot, making it 3-1. Ground ball double play. Love the combination between Vinskov at short and Andino at second. Those guys up the middle are smooth as silk. GB Wallace steps up. That's a walk given up by Strizak, and that's going to do it for Riker. So manager comes out, make a pitching change, and guess who? It's another custom pitcher. It's Osmond Strudwick. Crossed 180 innings. He's got a 5.94. So there has been a lot of struggle in this arm. So to trust him in this spot, you got to have some guts. He gets the strikeout. 2-2 to pitch here to Hans Brolo. He's going to get him too. 2 strikeouts in this inning. We'll see if Strudwick can get 1 more. But as we know, we give little hints here. When it's a 2-0 count, and I'm showing you a highlight, you know there's not a strikeout. Something happened. The ball got put in play, something. So Osmond gets out of trouble for the sting. We're going to jump now to the top of the 7th. Deep drive here to center field. And Wallace jumping, leaping. That ball is gone. Another home run for Clifford Durham. That's number 2 in the game. The Sting are down by 1. So they're not dead yet. They're going to keep fighting. We know what the Sting are made up of. They've got a bunch of heavy hitters, namely Satchel Michaels. That's who we're talking about here. Steps up in a 2-2 count. Goes the other way. Espinoza gets it in quickly. Here comes the throw from Andino. But Michaels slides in safely. So down by 1 with nobody out. The Sting like their chances. So again, more matchups to play here. We're going to go lefty-righty. Samuel Woodson, 2-2 count takes it looking. It's only 92, man. You got to turn on that thing. How about 2-2 here to Paul Andrews? Ground ball back to the pitcher, over to first. That is going to do it for the Sting's threat in the 7th. We're going to jump now to the top of the 8th with Pinkard coming up. Atlanta got to find a way to come back. Tate Cantrell comes on the mound. He's got a 2-2 count, but Pinkard sends it up back up the middle for a hit. And GB Wallace, what are we doing here? Hit your cutoff, man. Or just make a nice, easy throw to second. Instead, he throws it wide. Pinkard's going to get the second, and now the heads-up base running by Pinkard. He's going to go from second to third. So a lot of mental errors happening here for the Monarchs. I mean, I know that you've got to try to get that strikeout, but Cantrell, you got to be giving your catcher a chance there. So 0-2, a little nubber rear, back up the middle. Andino makes a beautiful play at first to get the out, but that run's going to score. It's now 3-3, and that's going to do it for Atlanta's half of the inning. Kansas City got a runner at first. That's GB Wallace going to second. Carver makes the play, and we're out of that inning. Let's jump now to the top of the 9th, and Samuel Woodson, deep drive, man at first. Oh, with 2 outs. Carter Williamson's going to drop it. Wilson's going for 2. Runner from first will get to third, and now Atlanta has a chance in the top of the 9th inning to take the lead. So close. I mean, you kind of have to, if you don't think you can make that play, you got to let it drop, because now you just got everybody to move up a base. So that's not good. Paul Andrews, 3-1 pitch, line drive there to left. Kansas City lucks out just a little bit. So let's now jump to the bottom of the 9th. Great play here by Andrews, but he throws it wide. He pulls Aguero off the bag, and Brolo is in safely. That's an E4. Take one more look at it again. Beautiful play right there. Nice dive, but you got to make the accurate throw. You had time. Brolo's not a fast runner. But now Andino steps up, and now Aguero can't make the play diving. He does make the play on the recovery. Strudwick's still in the game, by the way. Just notice this. Strudwick's still in the game. Gets the out at first. But now runner at second base. Runner's in scoring position, and Saples swings right through a full count curveball. That is gross. Strudwick. Oh, beautiful pitch right there to get the strike 3 call. Full count here, and Espinosa's going to draw a walk. So that's no harm, no foul. The one run you need to worry about is the one at second base. Horvath, 3-2 pitch here. Deep drive to left, and just foul. Got to be careful here. 2 pitches later, still full count. Line drive right to Pinkard. And that will do it for the bottom of the 9th. We're going to head now to the top of the 11th. We go into the 10th. We're going to the 11th now. Base hit here by Hayden Carver. That's a great way to lead it off. Worked it to full count. Come up big with a base hit. Crawfish McGee's going to actually pinch run for him. Not the fleetest of foot guy. 1-0 pitch. Garlobo. 93 miles an hour. You can run on that, especially if you're Crawfish. He's got some wheels. He's going to get into second safely. All right, full count now to Clifford Durham. He's got 2 home runs today, but he takes this one low and away. I mean, it's right there. You got to swing. You got to take the bat off the shoulders, man. 0-2 pitch here to Satchel Michaels. Same spot, same location, and he goes down looking. Garlobo trying to find a way to wiggle out of this. Full count pitch here, and it's just going to miss. The umpire could have called that strike 3 if he was just a little off his game. But he called it correctly. It was a ball, but it was close. Samuel Woodson, deep drive to left center field off the wall. It should score 2. Here comes the throw from Andino. Not in time. In safely. Atlanta scores 2 off the RBI double. And the Sting will carry this 5-3 lead into the bottom of the 11th. 0-2 pitch here to Hans Brolo. Ground ball to Andrews. Just make the nice and easy throw. Brolo not going to reach by an error this time. 2-2 pitch here to Andino. Swung on and missed. What are you swinging at, man? 3-2 to Gavin Saples. He goes down, swinging for the fences. Lazar comes on, gets the job done, shuts the door, and the Atlanta Sting will survive a very, very dramatic game. Roller coaster type game. especially in extra innings. A lot of crazy stuff going on in this ball game, man, but it was fun to watch. Osmond Strudwick goes 5. He gets the win. 5 strikeouts across those 5 innings. And there's your updated bracket, everybody. Vancouver, Atlanta, Washington, and Phoenix winners here tonight. I'll see you guys in part 2 on Wednesday for the finale of the wild card. And then, of course, we'll get the divisional round again in upload format here towards the weekend. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.